Hey guys, what's up? Hey, welcome. You made it to Hump Day. Congratulations. You made it. Very impressive. Despite our best efforts, you've made it through the middle of the week. Very impressive, chat. Very impressive. How are you today? What's going on? What's the news? That's always a challenge because we have that from stream to stream. You know, you guys are like ready to rock, ready to roll. You already got some VTuber news that you want to talk about. And meanwhile, I'm just yapping over here with nothing, nothing in particular. I might as well address the elephant in the room. Some other VTuber very rudely, for 2 days straight now, I believe, is streaming over me. That's not appreciated, and I've sent my cease and desist. Every VTuber knows not to stream at this time for 2 hours straight. Ugh. Come on, man. Come on, really? At my exact time slot for 2 days straight? She has it out for me, chat. That's all it is. I don't know what I did to tick her off. Except, like, probably actually about a dozen things. Now I actually really try to seriously think about it. But outside of that, I don't know why she would be doing this to me. Me and only me specifically. Right, the audacity. It's a tricky thing. You know, you guys can probably tell from time to time, I'm always trying to weigh, like, you know, when you guys are telling me about what's going on out there, but also, like, respecting typical chat etiquette. Like, the chat is not the Discord. The Discord is where you can say anything, do anything, but for chat, I gotta have, like, a train of thought when I'm seeing what you guys are saying, so I have a train of thought that I can say back to you. So if you guys are coming in here and, man, this other stream's happening, it's like, yeah, but you're in this stream now. What are you talking about that in my chat, even though I understand it's about... Anyways, I think the rule kind of going forward is, yeah, I don't mind talking about what's happening out there at the start of the stream. I get it. We're all rearing and raring to go. But at the same time, yes, if there's another stream going on, that's cool. And I hope you're enjoying that alongside mine. If you can, that's okay if you can't. But otherwise, just like any other stream, just keep it to yourself. Like, just keep it to yourself, man. Like I gotta actually have some control here. Oh man. Also, like, as much as I like this social stream ninja thing, your names are like overlapping the text, and it's like, what were they thinking with that? I gotta mess that up. Yeah, sub streaming is news enough, but it's like, dude, like, even like wonderful Discord users and supporters and guys that come into the streams on the regular were in my own Discord, in my own members channel, saying, can't watch False right now, I'm watching this other stream. I'm like, why would you say that? Why? What possesses someone to go into someone's Discord and say, yeah, man, I'm not going to watch this guy's stream, who I'm in the Discord of right now, in the members section, actually. Say I'm watching this other one. It's like, what? Why would you? Dude, it legit, it slowed me down. I don't know if it bummed me out. It just, like, slowed me down last night. I got the episode out crazy late. I was not multitasking. So I guess I should be more active in laying down some ground rules. Yes, we're very meta here, but you gotta draw a line in the sand somewhere, man. You gotta say, like, no, but that's maybe too much. Anyways. It is a pretty basic rule for most streams. I understand. My stream is very strange. It's a very meta stream. Now again, this is where it gets even more complicated. I know it's complicated. I should write this stuff down. Ein with the 5. Ein hit it with the 5. That's 1055 altogether. 1,055 subs. Thank you. As always, incredibly generous of you. Thank you very much for the subs there on Twitch. Thank you very much for the subs. They call those memberships over on YouTube, where we're also multi-streaming. Very strange behavior over there on YouTube. I like that saying, yeah, a little etiquette can go a long way. Thank you again for the subs. That is very generous of you. Always good to see you. Yeah, so I'm going to address that real quick in my deck, my big deck. Man, I keep on thinking we're catching up, and then I just find more and more stuff to talk about. So I actually cut out a lot from today's potential episode, and then it's like, dude, am I gonna catch up this week? I don't think so, actually. VTubers always be saying a lot. I guess it's the beginning of the year. Lots of new plans are kicking off, so that's how it goes. It's just surprising to me, I guess. Or maybe I'm just paying more attention than I had been in all of 2025. You're in 2026, maybe I'm actually paying attention. You know, I'll say this for myself. We started off 2025 pretty good. There was a good amount of episodes in January, a good amount of streams, and then... But at least for this year, at least these first 2 months, I really want to keep it up. Monday through Friday, around this time. Hopefully, some other VTuber doesn't have the exact same plans. Maybe I might get a little old by then. Maybe it won't be such a big deal. Anyways, let's pop into it. What's the news, guys? What's happening? I'm gonna work backwards here. We got glitch stars. I'm always curious about glitch stars. They seem to have a pretty cool setup. They seem like they do a lot of the same support you'd expect out of like a V Shoujo, but we're all crossing our fingers. They're actually giving actual support and not, I don't know, embezzling funds. I don't know. So glitch stars looking like a better turn here. Oh no, Twitch, look away. This is allowed on YouTube, but we can't be having the underboba on twitch.tv. We gotta look away. Yeah, Kana Yanagi. Already part of glitch stars a little bit of time, but technically now debuting with a whole Jin. Hashtag Aronia. They're all looking great. Lots of great new members here. The Duck Detective with a brand new look. A cult-loving Duck Detective, excuse me. It's a cult-loving Duck Detective, Kana, here to solve the cases. She's got that cool, I don't know, what would you call that? Veil coming down off her hat. Very elaborate. And looks like she has a 3D model on its way. I should pull that up from the Mari 3D account sometime. Try to remember that. Collecting debuts, yeah. It is a little funny. Basically, the problem was over on Twitch, they had too many nip slips. So they said across the board, whether you're a VTuber or a IRL streamer, no more underboob. It's the same thing with, you got to cover up this much of your butt because they had too many crotch shots happening, unfortunately. Probably not even unintentional either, knowing how cavalier some of these streamers were on Twitch. Anyways. Got some merch. Hooray. Congrats. Plenty of merch here to go around for the glitch stars. Congrats. Also, Mono Monet. Groovy, funky, retro cutie. I don't know if I ever read her bio until right now. The groovy, funky, retro cutie. V4 Mirai. You might not know it right away. It's all the way down there. She's in V4 Mirai. You might not know it right away. Also now in 3D. Coming to us with a brand new 3D reveal herself. I'm gonna get to the heart of this. This is all we need. This is everything you need to know about it. Thanks for coming to my 3D reveal. It was fun. Love you, Chew. There we go. That's all you need to know. This shot, which has a bit of a giantess thing going on here. I gotta watch this stream for reasons. Nice hat. It's smooth. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Chroma shift. Once we get into this, we'll have a nice break. Taking you to the new world. Uh-oh. It's chroma shift. They have auditions open. I think we were expecting these. Do you have the passion to join the next generation of talent from Chroma Shift? ? Then we want to hear from you! ! That's you right in the middle there. Right there, chat. Big question mark. And the horns, apparently. If you like what you have, if you feel like what you need, what you have, there's no such thing as too small. If you feel like you have what it takes, then we highly encourage you to apply. Okay. Cool. They're looking for some hidden gems, it sounds like. False streams, Giantess Simulator 1. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm gonna look that up after the stream. Okay. Too small. Next town is lowly. Trust, right? It's gotta happen. They were also responding. The Chroma Shift's account is much more open now that they've kind of splintered off from Brave Group. Responding to someone with unsure of the closing date of the auditions, but I'd anticipate at least a month. This is the official Chroma Shift account. We'll post an update tweet when we get that confirmed. For IPs, currently there are for like existing IPs. Currently, these are just open auditions. We look for the right people and then figure out the model/persona situation later. So it sounds a little bit up in the air, right? They're saying it's depending on more like the applications they're getting, the auditions they're getting at. Which is in the end kind of a smart way. You just expect it to be more like hammered down. Have you ever had a dream where you want? Chroma Shift also giving a belated celebration for their wildfire anniversary. I'm getting flashbacks of Mythos here. belated congratulations on your anniversary. Grateful to the members of Wildfire. Also reminding us all we have some time to pick up the Wildfire anniversary merch, releasing a version of Kyofo All Back by that Gen. Very adorable music video. This also here, what is this? In Total Domination Adventure Awaits, the Endless original song, Ori song, is officially here. Feast your ears upon it now. Okay, that's some terminology. When you're done, make sure to send some love to Roka Rauren, Poco Raccoon, to have Mia Malonia. Kai and Connie, excuse me, they're not even linking those accounts. It was a special experience to have Endless together again. What? Yeah, we have Kai Saikoda. Graduated. Rising from the grave, where we tried to put her down into permanently. Saying, hi, I missed you, I'm here. And then just clarifying a little bit. I'm not coming back. Oh. But I was given the opportunity to join back for the special Endless stream. I think about you every day. Thank you so much for supporting girls, and please watch the Endless Ori song. Thank you. See you later. She's gonna see us later. How graduated is that? My arch nemesis. We also have Fuyo Cloverfield out here tweeting out, proud of my co-highs every day. Wow. Okay. Tweet and a half. See you later is sus. Also, just for no reason at all, I decided to bring this to your attention. Guess what? I'm hosting a pie eating competition. Timmy here saying, join me and 9 other VTubers for a hand cam collab as we gorge ourselves with pie for your entertainment. This sounds like yet another fetish stream. These VTubers are really hitting all the check marks here. Event date, January 18th. That's this Sunday. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's prime time Sunday. Be there for this, which I'm bringing up for no particular reason in any relation to maybe a VTuber we just mentioned. How do you do a pie eating contest with a hand cam for VTubers? Exactly what it says. You have a hand cam, put the cam on the pie, and then the VTubers got to eat it. How do you prove they're eating it? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, actually. Sorry. Yeah, it's a trust system. Do you really want to be known as the VTuber who won the contest? That's probably the better question. Probably the better question, actually. Rena Lunette with Stellarverse Pro, SVP. Not SVA, the Sox VTuber agency. That's something else. Rena here. Dream Within a Dream concert. That's a cool name. Wonder what it would like to be a dreamy owl. The dreamy owl. What? Soar into different dreams to find out during my birthday concert. Okay. So this Saturday, January 17th, again, prime time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. We got Rena and like a billion others coming in for a concert here. One of those things where... How many do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 40, 60, 80, 20, 20, there's like 30 VTubers here. There's like 30. It's kind of insane. Okay, that's a big hat, yeah. Iron Vertex. If you know VTubers, you should know Iron Vertex. And if you don't know Iron Vertex, you haven't been paying attention. They're the folks that do a lot of the really high-profile rigging, and they've been doing this for years. Lots of special effects and things like that. Saying the Forge expands to bring on a brand new individual here. Mel Floshi? How do we say this? Join the Forge as our support staff. You mean joins? Joins the Forge? Part of the support staff here. Comic artist. I draw OC. How do I say this name? Mel Flouse? Like Mouse? What? I'll look that up. Just doing a quick introduction here. Happy to be part of the team. We'll do my best to support everyone. Nice. Nice. The S is silent. Mel Flame. Be more French. Nah, I don't. That's not happening. Rhymes with pounce? Maybe. Okay. Quit rage baiting and gaslighting chat. Are you talking to me or are you talking to my chat? I don't know how to say it. Like flu? Okay, all right. Dude, VTuber and VTuber adjacent names are just crazy, okay? How far are we in? Okay, we're doing good on time. I do have a lot to cover here today, but we might fly through it. How you doing today, guys? So over on YouTube, we're running a poll again for the entirety of the stream. This is a trick I picked up from Roboco this week. Mel Fluis? Okay. Roboco straight up on one of her, I think it was one of her Valorant streams, like, have you clicked the like button? And then you vote yes. Or I click. She had it both in Japanese and English. My heart melted. But I was also like, that's brilliant. Apparently, at least in the old days, if you liked to stream while the stream was going on, YouTube would push out the stream a little bit more in the algo. And so that's why I don't mind from time to time on my own streams and other people's streams if I know they're on YouTube streaming, just to remind the chat, hey, hit that like button. And if you don't want to hit that like button, what did I do to you, Woodman? What did I do to you? No, but you have an option to also vote on the poll. I'm sure it's not a new trick. I'm not saying Roboco came up with it herself. I hadn't seen it maybe in a while if I had seen it before. It was like brilliant. It's a one-time trick. I'm just seeing if I can harvest some likes here on the stream. I'm just curious. All right, let's move it back. There is a lot of agency news stuff that, like with Lucid and Socks and maybe Brave Group, that we might get to if I have time. But I'd rather just burn through the rest of this stuff here with you guys while I have the time now. I gotta really pace myself on this stuff. Some of it I get through real quick, and then other pieces it's like, oh man, I got no time left in the stream. I always wait until False reads one of my comments before I hit the like button. Well, you better be hitting that thing like 3 times now. Lady survived death yet again. I mean, we tried our best. Yeah, she's been sick. She's been characteristically sick like the last week and a half. I have a meeting with her sometime next week when she's feeling better. All right, we're back with Hololive. I wasn't expecting to talk about Hololive for 3 days straight, but you know, lots of housekeeping. So Hololive's going to pop up from time to time. Hololive. I mentioned this, but I totally forgot it was happening. Hololive, Holofest, hashtag Hololive Fest Expo 2026. Ticket info. The results of the third on-site ticket pre-sale lottery have been announced. So they ran it, and now we're finding out if we got tickets. Right? We're finding out if we got tickets. If you were selected, please make sure to complete the payment process. This actually hit some of that I don't know what you call it, like news headlines, whatever they run when they try to notice there's like a trend going on. We have one of those later. So that brings us over to Fuamoko Radio. Twin demonic guard dogs of Hololive English Advent. Oh, wait, I can't show that here. Okay, there. All right, that's better. You didn't see anything, chat. Oh man, Fuamoko here asking, how did the lottery go for you, ruffians? Can't believe Hololive Expo 26 is so soon. Bow bow. Now, a fair enough question from these innocent doggos. But for most people, it did not go great. Key cosplay, it's pretty tough this year. Not selected, not selected, not selected, not selected, not selected, not selected. They put in for anything. They put in for any of the 3 days for the expo and any of the 3 days or any of the stages here for HoloFest. Nothing. They got nothing here. It was a bloodbath. That's a great way of putting it. Middle here. It's brutal. We have 3 days now, but it's worse than ever. The demand is just too high, man. Like, the demand is just too high. You know, we had a question, which was, are we ever going to see HoloFest here in the West? And it's like, well, no. But maybe yes. So, to that, like, HoloFest will always be a Japan event, but could we have something similar for Hololive here in, like, North America? I'm going to say, yeah, that's totally a thing because FaZe Connect is holding their own convention. So why not, man? Right? They have just enough support. Hololive has just enough support to do like an event like that. Oh, HoloFest and Holo West. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Pippa, this stream isn't about you. Pippa, this stream is not about you. And the main topic of the stream is not about you, and the main topic of today's video is not about you. So you can just ignore that. And it's totally about her. It's totally about her, though. Don't tell her that. Don't let her know. Lots of catching up to do. By the way, I did get a lead on who may have sabotaged your truck. Yeah, no, not him. Never mind. That's no, not him. No, it was. No, who was it? Who's the? No, who? But who? But who? Have you guys heard about that whole saga? The Pippa truck saga? Let me paraphrase real quick. So, if you guys don't know, Pippa owns an older truck. I don't know, it sounds like it's like 20 years old or something. That's old. It's a fairly, let's just call it a family heirloom. Right, she grew up with this thing. And just one day recently, in December, I think, she's like, you know what, I'm going to take this thing out for a drive. And so she, is going down the country roads, listening to country music, windows down, as she tells the story. She's got some coffee. It's a great, bright, sunny day, apparently. And then all the gauges start going crazy. Like, everything's going down and down and down and down and down and down. And this is all on a trip to the vet. She has, I think, one of her buns with her going to the vet. So this is not a great time for this truck. It sounds derogatory when you say it. No. What do you mean? What are you doing? Anyways, it's a great truck. It's a great truck. Until it's not. Was it sheet metal? Yeah, I think it was sheet metal. I think that's sheet metal. Anyways. She says steam starts coming from the front. I've just called it sounds like more like smoke, but all the gauges go crazy. So she has to like veer off to the side on this country road, and she just books it. She grabs the bun and just books it away from the truck, because who knows, this thing could explode. This thing could just like action movie style. Just imagine this. Pippa's holding probably this cage with this bun in it, this bunny in it. And she's like running away from this truck that explodes behind her, action movie style, while she gets thrown in the air. And she's like, anyways, good news is, that was a whole thing. There was some like cop that stopped by and did not help. He was like, yeah, man, you got to get this thing off. He was like, so when are you getting this thing out of here? And it was like, Pippa's like, just like, what? I don't know what. I don't even know what's going wrong with it. The only thing the cop does not help is he's just like, so when are you getting this thing out of here? It's got to be out of here by sundown. It's like, which is like 5 p.m. because it's winter time. So, anyways, let's skip forward. So the truck is a little messed up, and I think it eventually gets over to either like a family member or a mechanic, or a family member mechanic or something like that. And they take a look at it. And they're like, I'm really paraphrasing here now, but they're like, it looks like someone sabotaged your truck. It looks like someone, what was it? They put seafoam into your power steering. And also, like, some other fluids were too, were overfilled. Now, in Pippa's defense, or not her defense, actually, maybe against her defense, she doesn't do any of that maintenance, right? So it's like, that's kind of handled either through Poppykin or someone else. And so now everyone is a suspect. Everyone is a suspect. Who sabotaged the truck? Who was it? Was it Poppykin? He's like, man, I gotta make sure my daughter is not driving this dangerous vehicle. I'm going to sabotage this truck. So she gets a newer, safer vehicle. It could be him. She doesn't think so. Maybe it was the previous mechanic. Maybe they sabotaged it so you bring it right back in. And then they were like, oh, wow, it's crazy that this thing went bad. We'll fix it up for you now, right? So, Pippa's going through all this stuff. She very much does not believe it's her dad. So I think he's off. He's not a suspect at this point. But then it gets to this point where, like, Pippa's like, maybe it's some schizo in town. Maybe it's some schizo in town that when I was parked somewhere else, they, like, popped open my hood and then threw in a bunch of stuff just thinking they were helping me out. I was like, what? I'm like, listening to this, I'm like, where are we going here with at this point, when it can just be any old coot in town, everyone is a suspect. Everyone has done... We have to set out a dragnet at this point as to who sabotaged this truck. Anyways, we'll find them. We'll find out who did this eventually. The poor truck has to have like a whole rebuild of an engine. It's going to be costly, but it's an important thing for Pippa. So, that's the truck saga. It really capped off at the end of a fantastic 2025 that was just perfect in every way. Also, I think her parents kicked her out of the house and she has to live in an RV. So I think that also happened. She said it was like, oh, I'm just moving into a smaller office and I get my own. No, they kicked her out. I mean, come on, let's be for real. But anyways, that's a whole other story. That's that's a whole other story. The important thing is we're talking about HoloLive today. Let's get back to the important topics of today. So yeah, that's not what happened, man. Okay, all right. I mean, if you say so. I mean, it's kind of what it sounded like, but all right. Anyways, so Fuamoko is, trying to cheer up the ruffians because, man, a lot of them. I will, thank you. They're kind of finding out. Oh yeah, actually, a load of our followers were not able to get HoloFest or Holo Expo tickets. So, they're just giving us this encouraging. We want you to be happy, ruffians. Bow bow. We're sad if you didn't get the tickets you wanted, but let's still have lots of fun, even if it's from the comfiness of your home too. That's very sweet. It's copium, and especially from those of us in the higher echelons, like maybe someone like myself who maybe did get a ticket or two. But anyways, the important thing is you can enjoy it from the comfiness of your home, and. Once again, we still have the, what do they call it? Don't make me jealous voice pack. So yeah, Fuamoko way up high here on the lover overbearing scale here. You blame the venues for not having 100,000 seats, right? I agree. Saying you better give us your full attention, ruffians, or else. Oh man. I like a good threat. Also, very quickly, an advertisement for All Live production, Oni Kawaii. An Animate Fair is currently airing on Shibuya Center Street Hit Vision. I got a whole title to it. Until January 18th. So as you can see here, some Fuamoko on the screen there too. Cute! Very cute. Fuamoko. We're on a big vision screen in Shibuya Center Guy. Very nice. I don't think... Did I go to this Animate? I'll have to look it up. I went to one of the Animates there in Tokyo, and it was like 7 stories tall. It was insane. That was actually the area of town that had loads of... like... I just want to say, like, geek stores for women. Lots of Fujo bookstores and all that around that area. I kept on, like, walking in. I was like, oh, this ain't for me. Oh, this ain't for me. Enjoy, ladies. It's just like immediately. Also, Fuamoko out here. With their long-awaited endurance stream. How do you say it? Kanan? I'm going with Kanan. A classic visual novel. Yeah, the one in Ikebukuro. Thank you. Maiden Road. That's exactly where it was. I got very lost there for some reason. First game guaranteed to make you wait. This is technically an Arrow game. You can play the non-Arrow version. Canon, thank you. So when you read first game guaranteed to make you see ... ellipses. It's supposed to mean first game guaranteed to make you cry. But there's definitely another way of reading that if your mind is not in the right place. And, you know, the game itself doesn't really help the case either. No Shiro here. What kind of dialogue choices are ask for erotic books or ask for cigarettes? Yeah. Very quickly, we showed this off yesterday. We have this artwork from Das Doctor for the Your Idol cover, from those in Hall Live English. Narissa, to her credit, asking the artist, can you post Crony's abs for me real quick? So you can see here, Crony, unfortunately, her abs are covered up by Narissa's hand. Narissa's asking for this. And Das Doctor bringing us the Crony layer here. Perfection. Absolute perfection. Perfect. Meanwhile, we also have this artwork. Kivo! Click on each art to expose the demon. So here we have Shiori and Liz. But if you actually click on it, oh. And then you go to the other one, oh. What really seals this, though, is Shiori's reaction to it. Her greed sickens me. We're having fun out there. We're having a great time. Oh, speaking of great times, this is brilliant. So, Inagami Corning, known Westaboo. She loves her Western movies and comics and things like that, you know? So she's the perfect get for this. For the, well, what would we call it? Let me just translate it. Finally here, the movie 28 Years Later, The Temple of Skeletons. I think that might be the name. I don't know. Will be released this weekend. This time, Cornet will be has given a special narration role for the movie trailer. So if you actually, is it the Bone Temple? Thank you guys. That's actually handy. Thank you, Santo Beltris. Thank you. Let me pipe in the audio real quick so you can hear her narration here. It's kind of brilliant.
Are you ready?
This is kind of brilliant. I want to see more trailers like this. This is PR. This is fully endorsed, by the way. So she's getting paid to do this. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's just, it's very inventive. I like to see this stuff. You know, take me back to the days of the VTubers interviewing the movie stars. Take me back to more of this stuff. I love it. Very quickly, Matsuri Festival herself, again promising to meet up with Kanata after graduation, and sure enough, we had the follow-up here. Kanata treated me to a really delicious meal. We even promised to buy matching accessories next time. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. For some reason, I brought up the indie VTuber Yuki Sakuna. I don't know why I'm looking at her right now. I guess I just wanted to relay that she received a gift. Maybe from someone. Maybe from someone she recently sent a gift to that we mentioned in maybe yesterday's video? Maybe it was yesterday's video. Maybe. Also, this particular tweet receiving a lot of attention here this week. I've submitted my resignation, which is a bit of a head scratcher. Like, what? Then saying, wait, LOL, that was a misunderstanding. It was about yesterday's game. Yeah, we need the MS-T3K Core streams. Fine. She's here. She's not upholding her end of the agreement, which was not to stream at the same time as me. Dude, why is she streaming at the exact same time as me? What is going on? Why? So yeah, she's been gone for 2 months. Just a little over 2 months. Sameko Saba. Back with 2 streams in a row. And using this artwork on yesterday's stream, the artist Over the Moon. The Japanese artist for this Over the Moon, like immediately gaining like 1,000 followers. So Saba is the rising tide that raises all ships, thankfully. So we very much are very happy to see her streaming again. Speaking of streaming again, we also have Shahachi. Also putting out a poll asking if she was going to stream at the exact same time I streamed. Thankfully, that one did not win, so hopefully that will not be the case. Please. I like to think I stream a little earlier before prime time. Please, let's not make a new prime time here, please. So yeah, we might be seeing some later streams here from this not VTuber. But also, just randomly, or while we're on no particular topic of any importance, holy crap, let me do the conversion on this. 822.49 plus 53.61 brings us to 876.10. $876.10 from Australian to USD. This is $585 after shipping. What the? I'm wheezing a lot in my laughing today. That is a new low price. No, it actually says that. A new low price. You have one of those? Well, you have nearly $600 just sitting around then. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, if you have the money. No, don't buy this for these prices, you maniacs. Please. What are you doing? So affordable. What a deal. Shut up. Shut up, please. Whew. Anyways. So lots of looking back, lots of looking forward here in 2026. So cheap for a Sonic plushie. All right. Good times with Hololive. Okay, I think hopefully we can cool it on a little bit of the Hololive stuff for this week. We talked about them for 3 days in a row. Let's go ahead and talk about Face Connect. One of our main topics for today. Man, we are way ahead of schedule. I might end the stream early. Oh, only $763 Canadian. Wow, what a deal. So cheap. FaceNet, of course, they have a new channel as of January 1st in our Discord. You should join our Discord. Check it out with the socials link below. If you're not in our Discord, what's your problem? Also, we're running a poll right now over there on YouTube. Feel free to give it a vote. Much appreciated. And maybe you should think about what the poll is also asking you to do. All right. So back to Face Connect. An all-inclusive and fully accepting of any sexuality, equal opportunity employer, as evidenced here by Uruka's skilled quote retweeting. Join the Discord! There's more of this in there. Cheaper than the official merch. Uruka winning biggest scaredy cat at the FaZe Awards. An award show that also gave us most normal, just to kind of give you an understanding of what kind of awards were going around in this particular show. So congrats to them. Then we kicked off the new year a little bit. So yes, the big news right now coming up this weekend out of FaZe and in Yabis. Saying it's almost time for the last story to begin. That sounds threatening, actually. Actually reading that out loud. The last story of Face Connect. When they finally let Anya debut. This is the end right here. They'll be debuting this Saturday. 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Oh no, not that. Not that kind of phase, no. Make sure not to miss the final chapter of FaZe Saga as she makes her way to the main stage. All right. Well, awkwardness behind us. Let's cross our fingers for a fun little debut. There's even an animation. It's like here's this kitty cat that's then like sucked down to hell. Oh God. And then like maybe turned into an anime girl, cat girl, maybe. Maybe that's what's going on. This is dark. Fishman acting like he's surprised as though he didn't engineer this whole thing from the start. Yeah, right. Then we have this like kind of portal view. I guess this is the upside down. He's running away. Then we have hentai eyes. And then, oh, saucy. All right. So yeah, the debut is coming up. We've got a nice little 30-second animation here. Brilliant stuff. Why final? Are they taking no more additions? I don't really know what's in the plans for Face Connect. I don't know if they're like on a TikTok kind of cadence where it's like, okay, we'll take some invaders and then we'll have our own gen. We'll take some invaders and we'll have our own gen. This would technically be their own gen, right? So then maybe sometime after this we might have some invaders, maybe in 2026. They have a lot of VTubers, right? Don't they have like 35 VTubers right now? Chat, can someone check that? Can someone fact check that for me? At last count, I thought it was like crazy high. Because again, they have Japan too. They have all their Japanese towns too. Remember that. Just help me, please. Please. So the animation suggests the cat is demonically possessed, or morphed into a cat girl. You know, it'll probably be more clear at the debut, or maybe not. Yeah, I'm not expecting any new debuts soon, right? We just had... It feels like the most recent invaders were pretty recent. With Mari Mari, Cleo, and Sleepy, right? That feels recent. Maybe Fishman's running out of coffee blends. Never. Google says over 35 members in phase. Stress that as you will. No. Just go ahead. Just head out to the wiki and count it up. Looks like 35 was accurate. Okay. That's me. I'm FalseEyeD. I'm never wrong. You think Anya pulled the cat down? Okay. All right. That's possible. All right. Probably sometime in 2027 for the next invaders at the earliest. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they just have a lot of VTubers to take care of right now. So I don't know if we're in a rush to see more of them this year. Anyways. We got Ame Asami. Hamster, the Hamster VTuber. Coming out with a brand new Ori song. Brand new Ori song. Lots of praise around this one. And even H2O Sakana saying, wow, what the hell, Hamster? This particular quote retweet, just because of the really silly way that Twitter works these days, /X, quote retweets sometimes get more attention than the original. So the Hamster saying, my face when my boss ratio is my own original song release. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Yeah, it's not a great feeling. It's never, it's never a great feeling. Look, we're not going to let this slide again. We're going to bring this back. We already mentioned this in one episode. We're going to bring it back because I want all the rest of the reactions. Right? Right? Once again, H2O, there is so much porn on Twitter. Sakana, it needing to be pointed out that the Twitter feed is, again, catered to your interests. Like, almost near precisely. Receiving replies like, really, in front of my salad, says Ember. Ember Amane. Jerry here. This is your company account boss. Irie, bruh. Leah, put the phone down. Uruka also, is this what they call a self-report? Yes. 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 Yeah, not a lot of people, not a lot of people giving him a lot of respect here, for very good, thorough reasons, actually. I think you denied art for this. All right, but the most important thing is we do have new merch. Wait, wow, this is actually a lot of merch. No, actually look at it. So for, Asami, we have pop-out acrylic standee, guitar pick and holder. The keychains, I'm liking these keychains a lot. A 3D mouse pad. You know what? This is a work in progress. We need, when these VTuber companies sell these mouse pads, we need dimensions. We need dimensions on these 3D mouse pads. We need height, especially. I think that matters. I don't. I'll check to see if they're providing anything like that, but I think that's important here. I think that's important. A mini CD album. Who do you even go to these days to even make a mini CD? Right? Like who's making those? Also a Lab Ham plush keychain. So lots of keychains here. And I never get the pronunciation of this right. Shikichi board. These are more and more popular lately. Plus a free Polaroid with the bundle purchase. First 100 are hand signed. This is all closing out on March 10th. Plenty of time, but Probably want to think about just getting it now. Get it now, so maybe toward the end of the year, might have a shot at getting the merch. You'll probably get this around like October. Most phase merch. I mean, as an improvement, it's not, you know, like a year now waiting for phase merch. It's more like the better part of a half a year, but it's coming in. Also, very quickly, speaking of Jelly, doing the tap to see the truth trend, asking, does this work? Yeah, that looks great. This is perfect. She nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. We also love the look here. Yeah, it works. Yeah, this is right on the money here, man. This is just right. Yeah, it works. Thanks, Blankets. Leah says she got her birthday merch from 2024 a month before her 2025 birthday. That's a win. That's a win. That's a win right there. Under a year, we did it. High fives all around. Have you tried the Dizzy Dark Roast Coffee? That should probably be the next one I do try. It should probably be the next one I do try. I do like me some dark roast. I've not actually gone out and looked. Hold on a second. Let's do that. Let's just do a... I have so much time. I have a whole hour. I've ran through most of my deck and I still have a whole hour. That tells me a lot of things. So if I go to Face Connect... let me go to the shop. I'm looking for coffee. Yeah, here we go. Custom roast coffee. View all products. Get this on screen here in a second. Who do we have coffee for now? All right. A lot of the classics. So like the Gen 1 folks here. I'm not sorting by anything. This is just how it's sorted here. We got Mari here. With her custom roast. Yep. Tried quite a few of these now. Haven't tried Dizzy's. What do we got on the second page here? Tried just a few of the... Okay, so yeah, the Phase Invaders ones are really nice and highlighted here. So sleepy right behind my head here. And if we go to the last page, yeah, we got the hamster. Okay, all the way down to Ms. Memory, Coco Romo. If you guys don't know maybe some of these phase talents, I would recommend, and it was before we had of course the newest gen. I would recommend the Alpha Beta Omega stream from Leah. I would recommend the Alpha Beta Omega stream from Leah. That was an excellent rundown on the phase talents and the pecking order within the particular company, and I found it to be 110% accurate in every way I could possibly imagine. So I want to thank her for that. Thank you. And if you don't know what that means, you're about to have a good time. Anyways. Very quickly, yeah, just Jerry having some fun there. I love this from V4 Mirai's Dr. Nova. No, I'm not clicking your post to see the vertical image. I'm here to doom scroll, not doom click every 2 posts. I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, it's not really what we scroll for. It's kind of like video posts when you're on Reddit. It's like, dude, I ain't watching it. I'm on this website I'm reading. I'm not watching stuff. Why are you posting videos here? By the way, we have a brand new subreddit. r/things r/things vtuber say. You can check it out. Again, with the socials link below, you should totally visit. We post our videos there. Yeah. Skill issue, Nova? Fair. A lot of her gin mates trying to get her into it. Anyways. I don't know what this is. What is this? V Live Unite. Coming soon. Silhouettes to be revealed next week. This apparently is being held on Valentine's Day. That's going to be a very competitive day. At... I guess... Maybe is this Eastern time? What is this? Maybe 8 p.m.? This is maybe looking like Leah and maybe looking like Rooney. I think some people are thinking it's those two. I could see it being someone else. Let me take a look here at their bio. What's up with them? VTuber cross artists cross world special live and talk show begins. This is a JP account. Hey, Spice! Hey, False, huge fan. Also, hi, chat. Congratulations to Wild Spice. Congratulations to the Demon Idol. Thank you for joining. If you guys didn't see, I should have retweeted this at least. I didn't respond. You know, I couldn't be directly associated, but I did retweet this. Wild Spice here. I've been streaming since 2018, and this has been one of my goals. I want to become a partner so I could eventually also try and become a Twitch ambassador. And I do also love emotes. I cried when I got the email. This is my big announcement and still can't believe we got here. Thank you so much for supporting me and being there. Nice! Very nice. Great work. It does take a lot of work. It does take quite a lot of work to pull something like this off here. So, very, very, very well earned. Congratulations to Spice. One of our wonderful mods. Congrats, 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 congrats. She made Mick partner, that's right. So, I guess we're looking at maybe a concert here. Some kind of concert thing. Okay. They're also like talking about a talk show. Nah, it's probably not a talk show. It's probably a concert thing, right? Is there anything happening that weekend? Valentine's weekend? Like a convention or something? Anyways, it doesn't matter. All right, let's pull the Band-Aid off the wound. Oh man, we are blowing through this today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through 2 hours with you guys. All right, let's talk about mrbeast, our favorite, who we started the year off with. Our first video of the year and stream of the year went to mrbeast. Many of us asking, why does it look like mrbeast cannot smile humanly? My favorite VTuber, yeah. Why can he not smile humanly? Yeah, there's nothing in the eyes, right? There's nothing happening up there with the eyes. It's just a grimace more so than anything else. A Mad Magazine cover smile, sure, let's go with that. His eyes are empty. The soul is, if there ever was one, is not here, right? The answer is self-evident. So, you know, our first kind of story was, and again, it was with a lot of other streamers, but it involved quite a number of VTubers. VTubers were the ones kind of coming out and talking about it, which was this event that they had between boys and girls. Ended up having a lot of weird harassment kind of just baked into it. Apparently a bunch of Russian trolls got in, were impersonating women, leaving behind horrible messages, and it was just a total cluster. The tweet for the video that's still up to my knowledge on the mrbeast gaming channel was deleted, so they responded to it by not responding to it. They just deleted this. So they got some attention. Mr. Beast has been really weird this year. And no, not that. Mr. Beast has been kind of weird this year. It's like he's trying to pivot and it's not working and the facade is cracking and everyone's noticing. Like, it started to come off a little bit, but now it's like in 2026, like accelerating where like everyone's like, what is with this guy? Deserto here. Mr. Beast has revealed he has quote unquote negative money. I think he was talking with the Wall Street Journal on this. He has quote unquote negative money in his bank account. Uh-huh. Yeah. No one ever believes anything I say because they're like, quote, you're a billionaire with a B. Uppercase B. Yeah, sure, buddy. Whoa, did you see the double sure buddies there in chat? I did. I'm like, that's net worth. I'm borrowing money. That's how little money I have. Guy. I'm borrowing money. If you guys don't know how this works, it's legitimately cheaper just to shove everything you can into like index funds and stocks and all kinds of other aspects, and then just borrow the money you do spend on lower rates. So you're still making loads of money as a billionaire while using the money that you have at a lower rate. It's actually kind of insane. It's like people with money figured out, how do I min-max having even more money? Right. Put all your money in assets. Don't have it normally taxed. Yeah, it's just how the game is played, basically. But he's playing here like, dude, I'm just like you. He's doing this whole play that's like trying to be like down to earth with the rest of us. And it's like, dude, those days are long over. No one on this planet is going to relate to you that way, man. He has like supercharged money. Yeah. I mean, I guess this is a way that like multimillionaires become billionaires, right? It's all part of the game. But again, he's like telling the Wall Street Journal this. And like, you know, the Wall Street Journal knows about what all this means. Anyways. I don't know what he's doing. This is a whole play. And it's gone into hyper overdrive here. Anyways. Like, this quote retweet was perfect. The man literally has millions of dollars in cars. But he wants us to think he's broke. Yeah, I bet you are. The title of this video, 841 million inside Mr. Beast's insanely unique car collection. From Car Team. It only has like 1,800 views. What the hell? Just kind of give you an idea of like where his, you know, net assets are at. You could sell one car. He was like giving away a car. Do you guys remember that? That was like, I feel like the year before last where he like gave away a car. And then it was like, I can't remember if the person that got the car was like, oh, this was such a hassle. Because of like taxes. Just like gave away a car. Dude. That's the Mr. Beast we knew of. The guy that was giving away money and doing lots of charity. And now it's like, it feels like a lot of this is catching up. You gave away a plane? No, no one can just take a plane. Come on. No way in hell. Anyways. Stay tuned for the Mr. Beast data center. Okay, anyways. So then we have this new season of his Amazon show. It's all for the promotion, right? It's all just get him out there. See, we're playing into it. We're playing into it like a bunch of suckers. We're playing into it. We're giving him more like publicity, right? Any publicity is good publicity. Mr. Beast says season 2 of Beast Games took 1 million hours to make and is now the top show on Amazon Prime in the US. How many years Let me Google this. How many years do you get out of that? 114 years. Saying it took 114 years to make. I understand, like, this is some weird cumulative, all right, everybody, submit your timesheets kind of thing, and then we'll quadruple that up through subsidiaries, right? Again, it's this weird way of presenting himself where he just expects you to be an idiot, right? Yeah, usually call them man hours, yeah. A 20-year-old Jamaican pilot won a 2.4... Wait, is that a $2,400 or $2.4 million Hawker jet after a 100-day isolation challenge? What the... What? I'm like looking off screen in all the wrong ways. This entire stream, I'm like looking the wrong way. Anyways, let me mirror myself. Unmirror myself. Let's do this. Most of his audience are children that don't know any better. I think a lot of these guys are like growing up and they still don't know better. All right. Anyways, then we had this talking about the season of his. In one of the quote-unquote games, contestants had to figure out the colored dot on the back of their heads. They all just teamed up because there was no incentive to lie. So he just pulled out random numbers out of a box to eliminate people. They spent $100 million on this and didn't play test it. There he's holding the magic number 67. I hate this world. I hate everything about this world, man. All right. This is the future we're all walking into. Yeah, this is the #1 show, apparently. Maybe for a day on Amazon Prime. Congratulations. Ugh. The only time he's not smiling. The only time. Again, we had this weird, like... arc for 2 weeks where he had the One Piece profile picture. He's since gone back on that. Again, it's this whole like play of I'm just like you guys. Matter of fact, I'm more hardcore than you guys. That's where he like definitely overplayed his hand. It would have been one thing if he was just like, yeah, man, I like some anime. And then he, you know, just lists his normie anime and then we all just move on with our lives. But no, the way he was playing it was like, no, man, I watch more anime than most anybody, like, probably reading this tweet. It was like more than 90%. I was like, what? What the... Why is he doing this? What is going on here? He's not a lizard man from space? That's a whole stream. So there's this whole weird arc there. That brings us over to who I was lying to earlier on. It is about Pippa. This is our headline for today. I was like, you know what, today? Let's have a fun headline. Some people are going to be like, slow news day. I'm like, no. No, we're going to have a fun headline day here. Because when I saw it, I was like, this is a weird year. So, kicking off the weekend, Pippa tweets out, would love to see Elon Musk cross mrbeast collab, where they explain their respective fake interests to each other. Please explain these fake interests. I don't know how much traction this particular tweet was getting. I mean, it has plenty now at like 1.4 million views. Okay, so I mean now it has traction, but this was, I don't think, on anybody's bingo unless this is somehow set up by FaZe. mrbeast responds to Pippa. This is... I can't with this. I can't with this. He not only responds to Pippa, but he responds with a screenshot of, quote, anime I've seen. I assume this is off, like, his phone or something like this. Apparently, he took the time, or someone on the team Mr. Beast took the time to, like, not only, like, type this out, but also thought this was a good idea to respond to a VTuber with. So, yeah, let's take a look. Fine. Let's take a look at the list. I don't got anything better in my life to do. All right. So, Ben, he's always been talking up Naruto. Go back to your room and watch some Naruto. Right? So, of course, Naruto's right there. Code G-Ass. Code G-Ass is here. We all love that. Farron. Okay. All right. I mean, we all love Farron. Season 2 kicking off Friday. Hooray! Then we got some ones that I'm like, I don't know if you watched this, like Steins Gate. Did you? Did you watch Steins Gate? Did you? Did you watch all of Steins Gate? That's the other question. Did you watch all of these? Like from beginning to end? Did you? Steins Gate's a little tricky to get into until you get to like, I don't know. The real payoff is like midway in, like episode 10 or something like that. But anyways. Attack on Titan 2X. So I guess he watched season 1 and season 2 and season 3 and season 4 and season 4 final and season 4 final twice? Maybe he means the entirety of it. Maybe he just means the first season. Maybe he means the first 5 minutes and he watched the first 5 minutes twice. I don't know. 2X is the sequel, don't you know? You're lying to me. Gaslighting me? Can't be. Anyways. We have Hunter x Hunter. A lot of people are on his ass about that. I mean, that's actually how I guess that's how you're supposed to say it. Right? You're supposed to just say Hunter x Hunter. You're not supposed to say Hunter x Hunter or Hunter cross Hunter. I think Hunter x Hunter people are weird. I don't every last one of them from beginning to end. So Hunter x Hunter's fine, all right? People are on his ass about that. I'll, for one moment in my life, defend Mr. Beast. I used to defend Mr. Beast, and I'm going to go back to it. All right. Now we have Guardians of Galactic Heroes. And again, that's like, you mean like, do you mean like, did you mean, does he, hold on, there's a roast on this. Hold on, I gotta bring this up. Hold up. Let's go out to the Legend of Galactic Hero subreddit. It's Guardians of Galactic Hero, guys. You have been saying it wrong. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So he gets the title wrong. It's fine. He's watched it, all right? Get off his ass. Get off his ass about it. Kono Katachi. I don't think that's spelled right either. Yeah. Most people just know it as a silent voice. A lot of people are like, man, this is definitely like ChatGPT because it got the Japanese name. This is a movie. It's not a series. That's fine. Like, The Next Century, Your Name is also a movie. If you haven't seen The Silent Voice, easy recommendation. It's from the director of at least some good other anime series. If you really can, read the manga. I was actually hoping that A Silent Voice would have had a whole anime series, but the movie is pretty sweet. Dude, in Japanese, do they call him B-san or Mr. B-san? I don't know. Something called My Hero. I guess he's just shorthanding here at this point, right? All right, so let's just get solo leveling. A lot of shonen slop. Promise Neverland. If he actually watched Promise Neverland, I feel bad for him. Death Note, Your Lie in April, Parasite, Erased, Akame ga Kill, Gundam, Iron Blood. Assume he means Iron Blood Orphans. Hell's Paradise, and Iron Fortress. All right. So this apparently there was even more to scroll down on, but this is all we're getting. So there's some spelling issues. It's off a probably a notepad app, right? It's just a screenshot. I don't know why. Maybe he thought this was a good idea. Anyways, so this is what he's coming at us with. This is it. This is the grand list. About, I don't know, less than a half hour later, Pippa just responds with, your list sucks. Go watch Made in Abyss. All right. So this particular tweet, Beyond Ratios, Mr. Beast. Now look, this isn't the first time a big content creator has been ratioed on the platform. It's not going to be the last time. But I'm telling you, his ass got blown out. All right, that's just the long and short of it is. It wasn't even a contest. It didn't even come close. So that's our lead story today. Big W here. Some of the other reactions here. Shizuko, bro, you killed him. It's true. It's true. Yeah, that's right. VTuber tells Mr. Beast his list sucks. That's the title. This is ridiculous. Trending now, but I love that no one is disputing Elon having fake interest because we all know it's true. So this is with this thing that X does where they try to like summarize tweets or something going on. And it says, Mr. Beast shares handwritten anime list to prove he's no fake fan. Last week, Mr. Beast changed his X profile to Luffy from One Piece amid Netflix hype, claiming he'd binged 100 episodes. Critics! Critics! The critics are in. Critics like VTuber Pipkin Pippa labeled him a quote-unquote anime tourist. I don't think she said those words. I think this summation is putting words in her mouth. That's not fair. That's bad reporting. Prompting his all-caps defense and a Notes app screenshot. Kind of going into the misspelling of some of his choices here. Roast poured in over misspellings. And also the absence of One Piece or Dragon Ball Z. Critics is Pippa's CIA coded name. Oh. Okay. Good to know. Vienna, bless her heart. Oh, the pure of heart, Vienna. DragonTuber Vienna. Replying back. Okay, the list isn't a bad start. This is the Beast of the Mr. variety. The list isn't a bad start, but I got some recs for you, buddy, because I also love shonen slop with a touch of peak. We do not deserve Vienna. Giving some peak. Also giving us some peak slop And some people are kind of probably going to be on her for calling Demon Slayer peak slop. I agree with it. I agree with it. Especially if you've not watched Delicious in Dungeon, you are doing yourself a disservice. Also, just read it. Just read the manga. It's a masterwork. Do yourself a favor. Is Delicious in Dungeon considered shonen? I don't. Look. I'm gonna say yes, just to trick people into watching it. Okay, it's the same thing as what I do with my videos. I just trick people. Crazy news up front, good news at the end. I trick people into watching good VTuber news. So I will trick people into watching Delicious in Dungeon. I don't care. It's that good. Yeah, dude, it's totally shonen. It's amazing. Type, or whatever you call it. Demon Slayer is fun, but it's nowhere near what the fanboys made it out to be. It's just very high-quality animation from time to time, right? So, he gets it. Anyways. Critic Pippa Pipkin. Demon Slayer responding to Pippa, can she stop being based? Also, let's go on a tangent. Demon Slayer seeing this quote from the Delusional Takes account. Posting delusional posts. Smaller breasts capture true class and elegance. Large breasts are for 95 IQ peasants with stunted developmental growth. Delusional Take saying this is delusional. Okay? You're not supposed to agree with this. PP Slayer here responding. Your D cups are a putrid display of opulence, while my A cups, of which I am not insecure about, show dignity, nobility, a refined and modest way of life. I gave this to a few VTubers and DMs of the larger chested variety, and they were all just sending me back. What was it? What were they sending me back? They were sending me back like screenshots like this one. Sorry for having great tits. Yeah, okay. Sorry for having great tits and correct opinions. That was what they sent me back. So, a very contentious time out there. It feels like a war is brewing. And I will be stoking the fires. Yes. Okay. Meanwhile, totally unbeknownst to me, back on topic in a way, I had no idea Pippa was going to be emceeing over the weekend. So the next day, after poning Mr. Beast, I got to figure out how I want to word this. Just the next day, she goes on to the Boat Goes Bented VTuber concert. Lots of people having fun at this. I saw some crazy loud videos out of this. Shipkin Shippa is taking over the boat. Live aboard the battleship Iowa in Los Angeles, California. Pippa's favorite town. Saying after, wow, that was such an amazing event. Thank you for the little Pippa-chan in the end. Now, she was also there with Lisa. Tachi Banana Kira here. It was really fun seeing you and Lisa on stage. All performers are amazing too. Hell yeah. I'm still like wrapping my head around all of like V-Fleet. So V-Fleet, oh great, it's reloading. Great. I love it when it does that. They're saying in February they're bringing us Libertas, saying the gods of the sea have returned. That sounds like some Mythos thing. For a half a second, I saw this and was like, what's Mythos talking about now? So yeah, they're coming to us. They responded even more. Oh, what do they got? What do they got? Oh, great, it's reloading. I have 150 tabs open. We have Kid661. Yorkie, Fighting my way into your heart. Skylar. Kira, Kirin, your magical little jet sister. Texa, not Texas. Texa, yeehaw. Southern Delight ship girl. Libertas. And very lastly, we have Zyri. Mad scientist. Man, there's so many mad scientist VTubers lately. So many. So yeah, we have even more coming by way of V Fleet. I never know what to make heads or tails. Like where I need to know the background on this project. Who's funding this? Is this taxpayer funded? Is this are my taxes going to this? And if so, can I have more taxes going to it, please? You weren't aware you had a jet sister? Well, buckle up, kiddo. Desiree. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Anyways, some more coming out of there. Very quickly, we showed this off in a previous episode. Here it is again. We have the Pipkin Pippa cosplay available in small to 4 times extra large size. It's perfect. I don't know who's making money on this thing, but someone is. I didn't get to feature this, though, so that's why I'm bringing it up again. Sakura Leah saying, can't afford the cosplay, so I drew myself in it. That's adorable. Very cute. Very, 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 very cute. While we're here, thank you very much, Zeno, for the membership. Thank you for the membership. Feel free to join the Discord. We do have a members-only channel for you if you sync up there. Thanks for joining. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Wallpaper Engine, that's on Steam, right? Am I crazy? Is Wallpaper Engine on Steam? Anyways, Pippa here. Oh, hey, I'm on Wallpaper Engine. Let's take a look here. Yeah, everything looks right here. It is on Steam, yeah. Yeah, I think this is all correct. I don't see anything off about any of these entries here. Club Pippa. Pippa the Ripper. Yeah, nothing surprising here. Okay, moving on. One of Pippa's most recent popular streams was her Persona stream, diving into why she is now in Zenless Zone Zero. This character receiving a lot of attention recently here. Being hyped up a lot recently by Pippa. Neo's Universe, they did it. They finally did it. The Madmen actually requested it, and it finally happened. I am literally impressed. OMG. She's in it. Yeah. Legally distinct. Legally distinct. Zipkin Zippa. That's right. So here we have this account here. I worked with a ZZZ modder to bring you Pipkin Pippa mod for Zhao. Check it out. You can pick it up on GameBanana.com. My favorite place to go for mods. Of course. I also totally forgot I had this, so I'm just going to bring this out here. Out there on Zillow, there is a property. I believe it's in Pennsylvania, of all places. It is listed for $69,900. I'm not going to show more of this, but yeah, it has a Pippa on the door here. It is in just the right amount of disrepair that you would expect. Bingo Panic saying, me and the boys are looking at homes in Pennsylvania for fun, and we just saw the craziest thing. We are losing it right now. Some of the other rooms are just downright satanic, as you would expect, so... I think this is owned by the bank at this point. All right. So the final thing that we had here that I want to talk about for Pippa today, this is really important. This is probably the most important thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually correctly get this into a video here tonight. I want you to listen to what she says here. Chat, I'm going to mute the stream. It's 4 seconds, but I'm going to repeat it maybe 3 times. Okay? Because it's important you hear what she says. Okay?
Chat, I like lolis, alright?
Alright. It's a very important message. Okay? Because I want you to... I need you all to understand this. The way she says it. Okay, listen to it again.
Chat, I like lolis.
Okay, one more time.
Lolis.
Lolies. It's lolies. All right? Do you understand? For the last time. It's not lolly as in lollipop. No. It's lowly as in Lolita. You media illiterate knuckleheads. If I see one more comment on my videos about how I'm mispronouncing this, it's over. It's over for you. You're done. You're done. It's over for you. Okay. She's right. You're wrong. Read a book. Read a book, chat. All right? No, it's not in a lot. All right, we're moving on. I don't even think I'm going to be able to get the rest of this into a video here tonight. I have so much here. This is where we get into the real technicals of VTuber stuff. I push this all the way to the end because I'm like scratching my head when I'm looking at this. Lucid Multimedia. Firstly, here with this. Hello all, a message from our CEO and the launch of a new project. And they go into like length about like, I'm excited to launch a passion project. And ever since I was in law school, and it's like, bro, what am I reading? this is not, this is a part of their VTuber content clinic is what this is. Saying these clinics are designed to provide legal help to people who don't have the resources to afford a lawyer. And admittedly, I'll even say, like, from time to time, Lucid just reached out to me and said, you know, if you need any help on this particular matter, give us a ring. So that they've been really awesome. Thankfully, I have had and will always have legal counsel of my own. But they've been really, really cool about that stuff. I participated in clinics to help disabled veterans, homeless people, and victims of domestic abuse. I'm replicating this concept for the VTuber community with our very own VTuber content clinic. If you're in India looking for direction, guidance, support, or have been struggling with that one thing, this is for you. Our team are volunteering our time to help struggling indies. All you got to do is submit an application, let us know what you're struggling with, and we'll pair you up with a support session with a staff member that matches what your pain point is. Spots are limited, but my goal is to expand the program in the future so we can help more people. We will be hosting several of these in 2026. Applications are open today and closing on January 30th. We'll contact people on February 5th. I mean, helping people's... Okay, so that's really cool. I guess it's like to kind of go around like... direction, guidance, support. It doesn't sound like it's directly just with legal matters. It's maybe in a more broad kind of sense kind of thing. But, I mean, you could maybe, you know, sprinkle some legal questions in there on the cheap. The problem is, it's like when it comes to legal matters, sometimes like timing is of the essence, right? So when I sabotaged that truck of Pippa's and accidentally left my calling card that she hasn't yet found but will, I need legal help kind of like the day of. That all kind of explodes out into the public, right? So That's why, you know, it's usually always more advisable you just have your own legal counsel on the side. But in the meantime, this is a really cool thing. If you have like outstanding questions or maybe you have some ideas that you maybe want to, you know, run by some people, this could be pretty cool. We have T here with Lucid. Are you an indie VTuber who feels like you just need a little guidance in the right direction, but not ready to hire a manager full time? Check out Lucid's new VTuber content clinic. It's open to content creators of all sizes and it's free. Wonder if they really mean that. Could Samako Saba start asking them, hey. Been so excited about this. The app is to apply is right below the original post. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. False, you don't need legal help. You need witness protection. We have the Socks Agency. Real quick here. In their most basic of basic ways. In their most... they have the ugliest announcement templates here. Socks is hiring. Positions currently in search for personal assistant and in-house preview and music video editor. Please send a resume to bizdev@socksagency.co. If interested, we'll reach out. Thank you. Pretty to the point. Real quick. Further along, we have more from Brave Group. And this is kind of maybe where I need your guys' help, because I'm like, I don't know this is going in the episode because it's all over the place. So, walk me through this. Brave Group is obviously, they're probably going to go public pretty soon here. And so they're shutting things down. You know, they did a lot of buy-ups, seeing what they could work out. They're shutting things down now. They've shut some things down in Europe. In China, and they are, you know, still expanding. Like Neoport is a very, very, very popular branch of theirs. That's where Shibuya Hao's in, if you're curious. Shibuya Hao's in Neoport. He helped found it. But then there's other things. It's like, I don't know anything about this. It's like Virtual Idol Group Palette Project. I don't think we've talked about them in a million years. Will be jointly managed by Inalis? Okay. All right. Okay. And they're just backing that up regarding the business transfer and changes in management. Oh, okay. Yeah, Analysts. Yeah. And then we have something called Vlash. We'll just go with Vlash. This whole other branch, they had I think 9 talents. And they're technically just ending this. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Let's read this. Hold on. So we're pleased to, they are not pleased to announce, this is a dumb translation thing. We'll be disbanding Vlash as of today, January 13th. In light of recent changes in the business environment and respecting the individuality of each member, we've decided to move on to the next stage, going beyond the boundaries of the project. What? You're just shutting it down. Regarding future activities for the affiliated members, so after consultation with each company, we've decided to transfer our members as follows. So 4 of them are going to Rio Nection, Riot Music. 1 of them is going to that Inalis. And another 3 are going to Proforma. And yeah. Okay, so we got some transfers here. So they're just spreading them out. They're all going to different kind of agencies, it sounds like at this point. And then we have Proforma kind of backing this up. I love these translations are hilarious. Yeah, man, we got Moon King China coming in good old bubble purification. I love the literal translations sometimes when you run some of these VTuber names through machine translation. It's perfect. All right. Maybe it's based on their music contracts? Okay. I don't know. It does look like it's just shuffling talents around, yeah. Yeah, these poor girls, man, I don't know. I don't know if they had the support they needed. So, Rio Nection, as part of Riot Music, just confirming, yeah, we're bringing on these girls. Global purification does sound relaxing, I agree. Yeah. And then we have this account. I believe they're a Korean organization. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is where I'm like, I don't know if I'm even going to report this. We have iRise. Arise. Again, it's like one of those who? They actually have their message in Korean and English. We'd like to extend our sincere appreciation. Following extensive discussions among members, we announced that 3 of our members have concluded their activities with us. We'd like to thank them. Going forward, we'll continue now our activities as a duo, just consisting of these 2 other talents. Parable Entertainment remains fully committed to providing consistent Okay. This is very strange. Arise, chicken, arise. This is just very strange to fans, because fans were like, here's one reaction. Like, and some of the other reactions, like, some of these people were, like, instrumental. But this one was like, why did you bring in people who were already doing well on broadcast streams as their main identities and make them into idols? Oh, uh-oh. Did you just want to try making idols for once? Like it seemed easy. But then you tried it and it wasn't easy to coordinate schedules with people who run streaming services. And that's why you made them leave after a year. Did you debut them without even thinking about all that in advance? So it looks like they did a pivot. They like brought in these talents who were just kind of mostly just streamers, it sounds like, and then tried to make them into idols, and then it sounds like maybe that didn't work out great. I don't know if it's a part of Isekai or not. I don't know. It's tricky, man. You know, I've talked with people in Brave Group that are like, I don't know all of Brave Group. It's not like they're trying to hide it. They just don't know. They're like, I can't tell you all the branches in Brave Group. We've had some try, and we don't know if they're right or wrong. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I'll try to convey that maybe in today's episode. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot. Oh, man. They made them idle. Ha 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 ha. Okay. All right. You don't think Brave Group knows all the branches they're a part of anymore? Yeah. Again, my suspicion is they're going to go public. We've had Cover Corporation and Any Color incorporated for a while on the stock market, right? So there's a lot of money in it. There's a load of money in it. I have seen Niji Sanji is tanking again in stock. That's going to happen. That's just going to happen. Nothing more. I don't know. We'll get back to talking about Niji Sanji, if not this week, probably into next week sometime, finally. There's some funny things. I'll give you one preview. Maybe I have one thing for you guys. So... let me see here if I can find it. You guys probably may remember. What do we want to say? This is like music producer is maybe too much. A music mixer. Yeah. let's just say music mixer guy, Yab. You guys remember Yab? All the fun we had with Yab and the weird stuff they were doing to VTubers in their studio. How long ago was that? I'll look back. Yeah, them. Well, I don't know if you guys remember. No, it couldn't have been 2021. I think it was like 2024-ish or something like that. I mean, it may have been going on since 2021, but it finally kind of all broke out in 2024. So, you know, there was like some statements, and I don't think we got any follow-up from any color. Their whole thing was, don't talk about it, don't address it. And it was like, okay, I don't know if this is the healthiest way to go about it. But everyone else just went along with it. We have no idea what happened. But I don't know if you guys remember, they were also taking down like all the concert videos that were connected to Yab. So those have been down for over a year now. Like, I think it was like later into 2024, all throughout 2025, all these concert videos on numerous VTuber channels for Niji Sanji have just been privated. And now, a few of them are coming back. A few of them are actually coming back. Not even kidding. But there's one step of difference to them. Let me just take a screenshot here. I'll just take a screenshot. These music videos and concerts and everything like that have credits in them, of which, of course, Mr. Yab is a part of. But now that they're back on YouTube, you may not be able to see it right away, but it's there. You got the first line there, music. The second line, vocal. And then the third line, illustration. Wait, no, there's something above illustration in between vocal. They blurred it. They blurred it with the YouTube tool, that crappy blur tool that you have in the ability to edit your videos on YouTube with. That on the third line between vocal and illustration, they just straight up blurred his whole credit. It is gone. He is depersoned. Yeah, super blurred. Super blurred. Now, I don't have the video in front of me now. I may do it later. You see it now? Yeah. There's another one. This was the most impressive one. I was like, wow, this took some work. So these credits are actually moving like normal credits. They're like going up on the screen. But you may see there next to narrow, we have yet another blur there for Mr. Yab. Because these are actually moving, it's not like stationary. Whatever intern in Anycolor / Niji Sanji was taking care of this, they went frame by frame in the YouTube editor, unless there's some other way to do this I'm not aware of, and actually blurred it out as it is scrolling up on the screen. I am legitimately impressed. I am legitimately fully impressed here. That is some impressive work right there, actually. Yeah. So, yeah, we got some stuff to get back to with Niji Sanji, if not again this week, into next. I'm sure there's all kinds of wild stuff I need to catch up on with them. They're always a nice surprise. So... The Japanese are pros at censoring moving objects. You know what? You're not wrong. It's just, I know the tool they're using, and it's such a pain in the butt that I'm legitimately impressed. I've had to blur out a thing or three in my day here on YouTube, and it's impressive what they did. I would have never have thought to go like frame by frame like that. That is really wild, but they did a good job. So hats off, I guess? Question mark. All right. So yeah, we have more to catch up with them, but this kind of does this for the agency news, I think, for the week here, midweek. I'm hoping to catch up with more indie news here for Thursday and Friday. And I'll go ahead and spoil it. We have yet another guest VTuber coming in on Friday. So I have taken one of your recommendations from the guest suggestions channel that we have still on the Discord. I took one of those and reached out. So we do have a new guest coming up here on Friday. Same kind of format. I'll just be pulling up random tweets and having some fun there. I do still need to edit Vivi-chan's portion because I'd love to still get that in the video properly. It's that you got it right off the bat. Yeah, it's Keys and I for her Fortnite launch. Keys and I is joining us on stream on Friday. It's going to be chugging and jugging. It's going to be amazing. All right, guys. Thanks again for being such a cool crowd here tonight. I know there was alternatives to watch. Maybe that'll be a different story tomorrow. But I'm going to try to get this video out. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can get it out in a timely manner tonight. But you've been a real nice crowd tonight. Thank you, guys. All right, we'll be back with more things VTubers say for you all soon. Later, everybody.
Chat. I like lolis, all right?